Greeting.
No. Okay, there's Nick. All right, hold on. Let me, if I'm streaming right now, that might be problematic.
It is I, Megatron. On behalf of TFYLP, I want to congratulate you for listening to the most refined collective podcast on this miserable little planet Earth. Yes. Here you'll find knowledgeable fans discussing every aspect of Transformers and beyond. Now, enjoy the show while I continue my path to complete conquest of all of you miserable biological entities.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to TFYLP for April 18th, 2022, I think. This should be episode 478, give or take. I don't know. Who needs numbers? Numbers are not really necessary in life. My name is Phil. I'm joined tonight by a gentleman who doesn't like to use his real first name. And so go ahead with that, Mr. Destron.
Forever me.
Yes, forever Peter / Destron. And then Nick is joining us. Crawled out of his comic book store. He was buried.
I'm not dead.
He was buried underneath a pile of toys and comics for the last 6 months.
He's been in a pain list.
Yeah. And then we've got Paul. Paul is joining us.
The chat says you have an echo problem, by the way.
Echo problem. All right, let me work on that. Apologize.
As I step on Paul's introduction. Sorry, Paul.
I don't need an introduction. I am drinking a Cobra Miche. La 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 da.
All right.
When I opened my toy bar, I decided tonight that that's going to be my signature drink.
All right. Hopefully the echo is gone now at this point in time. So
you probably had like two audio channels.
I did. I forgot to cancel it out. I canceled it out last time and forgot to do it this time. So my mistake. So yeah. All right. And so yeah, we are gonna get going here. If anyone still hears an echo, just mention it in the chat, and I will ignore you. So echo is gone. All good. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Zaldron.
Hooray.
Thank you, Space Boy G78. All right.
Space Boy, I miss you.
Yeah. Nice thrown in with the reference to Paul's shirt there. Anyways, topic at hand. We had a Fan First Friday on a Tuesday, and we got a lot of stuff. And this was a pretty fun one because we got a lot of stuff that we hadn't already seen. We got several that we had already seen, but we got a lot of things that were first-time reveals, which I'm sure for the Hasbro team, they were probably pretty pleased to be able to show us stuff that before leaks got to it. So, yeah, I guess what was everyone's thoughts? Peter, what did you think? You were telling us last week that you feel you are starting to phase out what you're collecting. The legacy line isn't doing it for you. Did any of these reveals rekindle that fire in you?
I can't get to Facebook or YouTube from work where I'm working right now. I can't bring my phone in to the work center. I missed everything. Everything I know is secondhand through you guys. I want G-Axis.
Yeah.
G-Axis was, I think, the highlight for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. About fucking time. Get them in the right goddamn colors, you know? None of that orange creamsicle.
And getting his own mold for the most part, too.
With all the right notes, all the right shapes. It's imperfect, as everything is. But I am
imperfect. What's wrong?
But I am so happy. I'm so happy. even with the imperfections. A wash. Give him, make those details pop. You know, there's nice molded details all over. You know, he's got that stark white, limsy body, crotchy thing going on. Just give him a little wash.
Uh-huh.
Make that shit pop. Derek Yaniger's art was so like contrasty and brutalist, you know, and this toy has the framework of that look, but it's missing that 1993 pop.
Maybe they'll do a premium finish version.
As soon as we all buy out the regular version, they will. They'll be like, oh, it was such a resounding success. We're going to do an SDCC version. It's got a wash. Everyone's favorite Gen 2 Decepticons wash. I'm sorry, Gen 2 Cybertronian. Sorry, before I get beat up in the chat.
My beer is exploding. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. Chug. Paul, how did you react to the reveals when you saw them? Hello?
You're quadruple muted.
I had a huge boner. It was so big. I just couldn't walk around the rest of the day. It was very exciting. I knew they were doing G-Axis, but like part of me was like kind of twitchy, like, oh God, it's just going to be the Starscream mold because no one really knows what they're doing over there because that's what they did last time. And they did it. They did it right. They did it. And like I have zero qualms because I don't care if there's too much yellow on it or whatever. It looks very it looks as good as you can imagine. I mean, the head's red, you know, the green's in there. It's great. The jet looks a little silly, but like G-Axis is silly. It's a silly guy.
I mean, his name is G-Axis. It's a pun on like them being canceled.
Yeah. Furman was daring Marvel to cancel that.
Yeah. So yeah, he's a bit of a silly character.
He's just so weird. It's been great to see the reaction from like younger fans. They're like, who's this? Like they're just like I've seen so many like, for instance, Reddit posts like, all these toys are great, but what is this? Who is this guy? And then everyone in the same explanation 100 times, you know.
He wasn't in the movie.
Then they say it's G2, and they're like, oh, his color scheme's perfect. And I'm like, well, it's not whatever you want to say, but it's not fluorescent. You know, like it looks stupid, but it like isn't a G2 thing like we think it is. But he is G2. He's never looked better. He's never looked even close to this good. So can you really can't be mad about it. It's awesome.
I don't think you can be mad about him, but who he comes packed with, I know angered you, Nick. Who is packed with that G-Axis for the Voyagers for that wave?
I have blocked it out. Who was
Soundwave.
it?
Soundwave without the space mud.
Yes. Yeah, another, gotcha, sucker. Buy it again. Repack.
And it's not even the Soundwave that people want.
Yeah. I don't understand why they didn't use the.
You know why? You know why?
Do that.
We already bought this one, then we bought that one. Now we're gonna buy this next one, and then we'll buy the other one when they, whatever box set it with 14 tapes and a hug.
I mean, here's Legacy Galvatron. No complaints here. Looks good.
Yeah, it's a shame that I already had to buy 2 of that because there was a bad shoulders and a good shoulders version, and now there's a clean version. Why? Because screw me. That's why.
Yeah, there was a lot of rejoicing with G-Axis followed by groans with Soundwave. It was a very bipolar reaction.
It was just because like you trust those leak lists for too far, and you start to get burnt because that was this is how it was actually listed: was S Soundwave PR, Siege Soundwave. If you wanted to gander on what S could have meant, but then you got all the personalities out there being like,
must be Prime Soundwave.
It's Prime Soundwave. It's coming along with that bulkhead. Yeah, be ready. Get your wallet ready. Wrong, bro. It was always Siege Soundwave.
Did we make a guess on that? Can anybody go back and check?
Yeah, but no one wanted to.
Guilty.
No one wanted to hear anyone say that because it was boring and disappointing. So when they said it, no one remembers. But I definitely said it.
Yeah, and again, it's not the Soundwave people want. It's not a new version of the Netflix Walmart Soundwave. This is Soundwave that we had before with the mud. It's Sound Blaster that we got with the different chest. It's that same toy.
They haven't done a Sound Blaster of that Soundwave mold yet, right? Of the better one?
Of the Walmart one? No.
Okay.
No.
Well, you know why they did this? Because they're releasing Shattered Glass Soundwave, and it's going to be the same mold. So that's what they.
That's what they do. This one?
Yeah, that's why they That's what they do with.
Why?
They're like, hey, we're going to reuse this for a small run thing. Oh, let's make a big run thing out of it too.
And I don't want a Siege Soundwave as my Shattered Glass Soundwave. I want
hurts.
Classic Soundwave as my Shattered Glass Soundwave.
They're also doing Shattered Glass Wheeljack, right? And who did they recently announce was going to be not announced, but what got leaked is another repack.
Slicer?
Wheeljack.
Regular Wheeljack, wave 4.
Regular Wheeljack again.
Oh, wait, what? Didn't they use him twice already?
Yes. So you get him a third time.
Yes.
God, stop.
He's going to have a slight deco difference.
I mean, I hope so. I hope he's not the same
His
thing.
His Autobot symbol is going to be a slightly different shade of red.
As long as it's slightly different, so Nick has to keep suffering.
Yeah.
You were right there with me, man.
Yeah. And yeah.
I think it hurts me more to see that you're not right there with me.
Yeah, but when I look at my Gem 1 Japanese collection, I'm not right there with you.
I know.
And I feel so good.
I can't tell if you're defeated or victorious, man. I don't know what's going on with you. Little A, little B.
So, yeah, I mean, one of the leaks that we got, not official with the reveals, which was kind of interesting because we got pretty good pictures in the links with Shattered Glass Blaster, which, Paul, does he come with the cassette? I couldn't.
Yeah, he comes with Shattered Glass Rewind,
yeah.
Apparently.
More translucent plastic.
I was very disappointed in the name. I would have loved if his name for Shattered Glass was Shattered Glass Reject.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, just a little fun.
No, that should be the frenemy from what do you call enemy? That should be like the enemy version of Rewind and Eject and Shattered Glass.
So
that should be
like Rumble and Frenzy? Are you saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you remember there's that enemy repaint that was like some
enemy.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yes. Yeah.
Well, that's what Reject should be. But Shattered Glass.
Remember Solartron?
Oh God, from the first
Shattered
Glass.
That should have been Shattered Glass Enemy.
Mm.
Oh well, whatever. Bad thoughts. Leaks or reveals, whatever's.
Yeah. So no, the blaster looked good. I'm happy with the blaster deco. I'm happy with that they're continuing Shattered Glass. I don't think I've been disappointed with any of the Shattered Glass toys yet. They've been even molds that I wasn't looking forward to, like Megatron, has surprised me of how much I've enjoyed it. So, yeah, I'm really stoked to see more Shattered Glass. Paul, are you aware of any more Shattered Glass leaks that might be coming?
That Magnus. Yeah, cough him up.
Well, they revealed Magnus, which was we have to talk about that at some point tonight.
Let's talk about that right now. We have a Happy Christian. I mean, Christian had Christmas in the springtime between Bots and that alternate head for Shattered Glass Mags. Shattered Glass Mag for Ultra Magnus there. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe they did that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping it would be Laser Prime, but like, I think they made the right choice.
Yeah.
Especially with the extra head. I mean, that's pretty cool. They're doing both heads.
Yeah. And well, that'd be interesting. Could you?
It's a shame that the max they'd let you order was 2, because I would have ordered 3.
Well, the problem with the Delta Magnus is that he's now got the purple Autobot logo on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Repo labels will fix it.
So will some alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, I'd rather do that.
Just in your eyes, so you can't see color anymore.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a real bitch to get that tampo off, I'm sure, but you could do it if you were crazy.
Yeah, my eye. I'm not supposed to get alcohol in it.
What surprised me the most about that was he called the blue Optimus inside. He called that Magna convoy on the air, and I was like, ooh, correct. So that's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
and I thought it looked good.
Him and Jaxus were certainly, I would say, the highlights of the reveals last week. I don't know. I felt that, like, just from the two groups that I was, texting with when the reveals were going on, those two seemed to get the biggest positive reaction.
I don't know. I thought all the deluxes were banging.
Yeah.
Elita 1 looks amazing.
How about that Elita 1 that looks... No,
it does. It looks great.
It's the Homer. Her car mode is the Homer.
It still looks great. I don't care.
Her car mode is the Homer.
Yeah. And the fact that you can see like the top of her head on the top of the car, like some weird ass 80s limo antenna.
Well, her original truck mode did have that. Her original truck had the top of her head sticking out of the top of the truck.
Okay. I'm not as familiar with that.
But her car mode is just abominable.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do the Homer, you got to do the Canyonero too. I want them both.
Wait. So can we repaint? Is that going to be what they're going to use the mold from the JP93? JP93 can be repainted to the Canyonero as a Homer Simpson crossover.
I want it.
Yeah,
I want it.
Canyonero. Oh God, please let it have like just a button to press to make it sing that song. The box can come with the Boy Scouts saluting it as it's catching fire. Oh God, just the sheer thought of that makes me happy. I know it's extremely unlikely to be a reality, but the thought of it is very fun.
I mean, we got Dracula. Are Simpsons crossovers any less likely at this point?
That's true.
And not for nothing, Hasbro's already got that Disney license. Do. Star Wars and the Marvel and Disney princesses, they have all those Disney licenses. They could get a Simpsons license.
No, and Simpsons like works with just about everyone, it feels like. Like they put out just a machine in terms of paraphernalia. So yeah, I mean it's unlikely, but also then when you think about it, you're right, not horribly unlikely. So yeah, Elita 1, which there's been some very good digibashes of her that look
the Elita.
I'm going to say it right now. Like, when that gets in hand, no one's going to call it the Homermobile. It's just the graphic and the angle they put it at. It matches with that stupid photo right now.
Bet.
All right.
I'll bet. $3.
Bet. And then someone's going to paint it to be the Homer, and they're going to be like, Switcraft is going to paint it to be the Homer, and it's going to be like, oh, you're so fucking brilliant. Look at you painting it up, making it awesome. Yeah, no one thought of this before. It's the Homer, totally the Homer. It's going to be great. And everyone's going to love it as the Homer.
Speaking of Switcraft, he was like, posted on Twitter, he was like, you can't fool me, Hasbro. That's going to be Minerva. I was like, dude, thanks.
He's nice. I like him.
He is. I was just effing with him because we know each other.
So wait, when you say it's, do you like what you've seen of that alt mode for Elita 1?
I thought it looked fine. I mean,
but Paul has no taste. He buys a bunch of Optimus Primes and bootlegs and Ava stuff.
I don't have any taste, but I like it. I mean, it's a Cybertronian looking weird car. Like that's what it's supposed to be. And
it is reminiscent of that season 2 Cybertronian stuff, because season one Cybertronian vehicles were like sleek and futuristic, and then season 2 Cybertronian vehicles were just like Here's something I drew up when I was on acid, and it's got wheels.
No, season 2 Cybertronian vehicles are the things that Fluoro didn't get approved for the movie.
Okay, yeah.
It's because they were concurrent designs, so it's like, how about this? No. Okay, season 2.
Yeah.
How about this? Yes. Movie.
Here is something that looks like a spiky bullet train, but it's a truck.
My thought on it is that maybe it has like some design cues from the upcoming Earthspark thing, because like she's kind of like a truck, sort of like looks a lot more like Strong Arm from like we've only seen a photo, like one still. So I'm reaching here quite a bit without really knowing. But when that show comes out, I wonder if there will be some similarities there, and intentional or not, I don't know. But yeah, I think with Alita 1, you don't want it to look exactly like RC.
No, I don't want her to look like RC.
It's so easy to make them the same.
I wanted to look like Alita 1, not the Canyonero, not the Homer. And by the way, when are we going to get a Strong Arm retooled out of something as the Canyonero? A Gen 1-ified Strong Arm.
I don't know, pretty soon maybe.
She's on a list of characters that I hope does not get forgotten to the ether. She was a cool character.
I want to see a new version. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, a lot of people are saying, Alita 1, we've seen the Digibashes that she's going to be Minerva, especially when you look at the IDW Wreckers Minerva. A ton of similar design cues there. So I really, really hope we get a new vehicle alt mode for Minerva. And then if we get a Minerva, I guess, does that mean we're going to get a Night Beat at some point as well? That seems likely. I don't know how you do one without the other.
I don't know. If they're doing Minerva from Alita, then we're probably not going to get a Night Beat from that toy. It would probably be from something else. I would have wagered from the Jazz figure, but instead we got Knockout from Jazz.
Which is funny because that also is what was in the IDW art recently, and everyone's like, there he is, that's what he's going to look like, and pretty much no one wanted to believe it, but it was true.
Because it's lazy. It's like, oh, hey, let's hope for laziness. Oh, wait, paid off in laziness.
I think.
All right, let's throw money at it.
Can I? I'm gonna have the unpopular opinion here. I'm really excited for the Knockout toy. I really like him. I think it's a great way to G1ify the character, and it sort of has that like in the way that Alternators had Meister and then the Red Meister. This sort of scratches that itch. Sure, whatever.
Yeah, that's the same. It doesn't fit Knockout. Doesn't look like Knockout. It's not Leaf like Knockout. It doesn't have that profile like Knockout. He doesn't look like he could like lean on things and just be like, like Knockout. It looks like, hey, it's Red Jazz. Who likes Red Jazz? There's Red Jazz with a new head. It's great. I want to throw money at it.
Well, the head's right. The head's right, and he comes with a spear. That's 2 out of the 3 things I wanted.
Can he be Red Jackpot?
He can be. I mean, his head's better than Jackpot's head.
That's true.
As far as we can tell.
No, we haven't seen it in production yet. We're gonna get it. It's gonna be like.
Yeah, I said as far as we can see so far, he needs Knockout to actually fix him.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just coming back to the earlier point though. I don't know how you can do a Minerva and then not get a Night Beat. I mean, that just boggles my mind.
I don't know. I think it makes sense.
One way to separate those characters.
Yeah, it's kind of like they used to turn into the same car, but like really their profile, I don't know, their identities are so separate at this point, and one's a male, one's a female. Not that you can't interchange those molds, but like I think it'd be kind of weird, especially if Minerva's going to turn into some sort of Cybertronian vehicle similar to the Homer, and instead of the head on the top, you put the lamp, the police lamp, siren thing. And like with Nightbeat, you kind of want him to be the Porsche, I think.
Yeah.
Or some sort of boxy, box racer car. So
yeah,
I think it's fine if they don't go with Nightbeat off that mold.
I guess I just feel
make another female that needs it, like Strong Arm. Like that would be great.
I guess to me, Nightbeat and Minerva are like Prowl and Smokescreen. They're going to do another Strong Arm. They just go hand in hand. I'm sorry, Nick. What were you saying?
No, I was. So if they do a Strong Arm, a new strong, like a G1 Strong Arm, I'd kind of want it to be a monster truck. Yeah. But that's me.
I really liked Knockout's vehicle mode. I'm not totally won over by the bot mode, but the car mode does look... It's retooled significantly from what Studio Series Jazz was, and I like it. I dig it. Yeah. I don't know. That might be one that if I see it in person, I might be won over by it. But we'll see. Mm-hmm. What is the street size?
I think the car mode looks better than the bot mode. It does look like a different character in robot mode than the Knockout from Prime. A little bit, like, I think it's acceptable, but like, I think the reason a lot of people are kind of upset about this or disappointed is that Knockout still never really got an awesome toy. And this is...
See, I didn't hate his old toy. I know it gets a lot of hate. I didn't hate it.
I didn't say they suck. I just said they weren't awesome. You know, like, they really didn't evoke the character. The best you're going to get right now is the red figure.
Sure.
I like
if you just need a Knockout on
that was this big.
I don't know, man. It was... The Transformers Prime Knockout wasn't terrible. It was probably one of the weaker toys from that line, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't Arachnid.
No. Was it?
He's just like everyone's favorite character, you know. So they're attached to him, and so they want him to look exactly right.
Well, and I think Red is like his MP version that we're going to get at this point in time in terms of the robot mode.
Well, there's a question. There's a discussion topic. Will we ever get Masterpiece versions of non-G1 characters?
Beast Wars?
Well,
still G1.
Beast Wars. It's the same continuity.
There's a whole line of movie.
Those are MPNs.
You know.
No, I don't know what you mean because there's a whole line. It's been going on for years of Masterpiece that's non-G1. Question answered. Discussion closed.
In fact, 2 days from now, we're going to get a new one.
Like Armada, Energon, Cybertron, Prime, animated, robots in disguise,
then
new characters.
Stop buying Gen 1 rehash stuff. And then they'll make Masterpiece versions of the things that other people want. If you want your Masterpiece Energon Mirage, then you got to stop buying, I don't know, Elita 1.
But I'm excited for that Elita 1.
I saw someone on Reddit. Someone on Reddit just yesterday or something was like, when are they going to make like a premium Transformers Prime series of toys? And I was like, I'm sorry that you're probably 15, but you missed it, bro. Like, it already happened. Like, get in the time machine, go back there and get it, because you're effed.
Go on eBay and buy the first edition toys, because those things were freaking awesome.
Just the statement was so pompous. It was like, when is it happening? Because, it's obviously it needs to happen. Everyone's waiting for this. Like, no.
I mean, the sheer fact that just like, a year ago we got Breakdown in the Air Viacon, like, it's a good time if you're a Transformers Prime fan in terms of Transformers Prime toys. I mean, you're getting a would you consider Bulkhead to be Prime or Armada? I guess I'd say Prime. I'm sorry, not Armada, animated. So that is that Bulkhead? That Bulkhead would be more associated with Transformers Prime Bulkhead than Transformers Animated Bulkhead, right? The Legacy version.
Excuse me, but clearly the Legacy Bulkhead is a G1 Bulkhead. What if that character from Prime or Robots or whatever the hell?
Yeah,
I can't even do the thing.
No,
you know what I'm saying? That's a G1 interpretation of that other character.
But is it a G1 interpretation of Prime Bulkhead or a G1 interpretation of Animated Bulkhead? Okay,
it doesn't matter. It's a different continuity.
It's a interpretation of Prime Bulkhead to go with the.
It says Prime on the box.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It says Prime Universe.
There we go. All right, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's the same thing with Knockout. He's not the Knockout exactly that you grew up with. His voice is probably a lot like Nick's. Hello, Autobots. I am Knockout, here to spear you with my weapon. So, clearly, if all I got to do is put him on screen with a different voice, and everyone will be like, "Oh, do not want."
Yeah, I'm just gonna make him say all
sexy Knockout.
I'm gonna make him say all the Team America dialogue.
Durka.
Oh God, no.
I promise I will never die.
Yeah. All right. So other deluxes that we got. Wild Rider. Wild Rider is
awesome.
Yeah.
What's happening?
It's cool.
He's got a cape.
I like his two guns that go on his shoulder. I'm sorry, go on the car mode to kind of evoke the cannons that the car mode G1 toys had. Yeah.
How did they do that? I didn't see.
It is.
That's kind of neat.
Is. So
I pulled up that group shot of everybody about to murder before Elita 1.
There's already, I think Dr. Wu or something is already making the big overhead cannons that that are missing from this.
From the Stunticons?
Yeah, for each guy.
I enjoyed the heck out of those for like the Stunticons and the Protectobots. Most of them had those too. Or two of them, I should say, had those. Those were fun. And then we got Tarantulas, which is another very, very popular.
Which, like, for a thing that we knew was coming, and we're like, yeah, it's coming. It's going to be Beast Wars Tarantulas. We know what it's going to be. To actually see it was like, oh, they got this right. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, he's even got that transmetal weapon of his. Oh. So I was very excited to see the Tarantulas. Even though, like, we knew it was coming, and, like, it shouldn't have been as big I'm really excited anyway.
I have no attachment to that character, and was just like meh when I saw the toy. Yeah.
What? What?
The mainline Beast Wars stuff they've been doing, I've grabbed very few of those toys. I've got Primal, I've got Megatron, and Dinobot and Air Razor. Cheetor, Rat Trap, I skipped those. Rhinox, I skipped. Black Arachne, I skipped. Scorponok, I skipped.
What?
Yeah.
Well, so we clearly don't need to hear from you on this topic.
No, I'm just saying. I'm in the minority by far when it comes to Tarantulas.
He's one of my favorite parts of Beast Wars. I was very excited for this, and they delivered, and they gave me the thing I wanted.
Do you feel like
I'm happy?
Bigger?
I feel like Scorponok.
He is bigger than Black Arachne.
What's that?
What else do you want? He is a little bit bigger than Black Arachne. What else do you want?
I don't know. Maybe it's the Transmetals Tarantulas that sticks out in my head more. Because that was a big honking toy. And so,
I mean, that's the only way this could be any better.
that would be sweet.
Ideal Beast Wars cast for me is the season 2 cast. That's all I want. Season 2 cast.
What was Peter gonna say?
Yes. What was
doesn't
Peter
matter.
gonna
Keep
say?
going.
Peter is right now editing all the colors in the Transformers the movie, so he's busy doing that during the podcast. He's fixing all the color.
To me, this is Sins of the Wreckers. But Sins of the Wreckers toy to me, because I'm not really don't have a super affiliation with Beast Wars, but I wasn't sure like how similar it was going to be to Black Arachnia, but they did a good job. Like
Sins of the Wreckers is inverted though. Tarantulas his transmetal mode had the fleshy parts, and his non-transmetal was inverted the way the design was. The brush made it backwards on purpose for funsies.
Oh,
did not know that.
I own all those books. One of these days, I'll sit and read them.
If only you were a true fan.
If only you had access to a place that sold comic books. What do you recommend I read? I don't know. I don't read this crap. Just buy it from me. Yeah.
What's the comic?
Graphic novel. Thank you very much.
His colors really lend themselves to the Legacy box art.
Yeah. You won't even be able to see him in the package. It just blends in with all the Dayglow, Lisa Frank coloring.
Well, they'll probably just...
Oh my God, that's what it is!
They'll probably just pull his head off. You won't have a head.
I'll tell you after the show what I almost accidentally said once in a podcast, and very glad I didn't.
Was it Anne Frank?
Not out of I wasn't trying to be mean. I just the names were jumbled up in my head, and it was it looks like something, the 80s color from that artist. And oh no, wait, no, that's not it. No, that's the Frank is right, but what's the other? But no, and then that was almost a very big foot in the mouth, and it didn't happen. Thankfully.
There's a Clerks 2 joke in here somewhere, but I'm going to let it go.
Yeah, that's definitely more of a Clerks 2 level joke than a Clerks 1. That's not good enough to make Clerks 1. Maybe director cut of Clerks 1, or maybe Clerks animated series, but yeah. But
why are we walking?
I love Clerks animated series. God, that was a great 6 episodes. Anyways, so yeah, and we got Blitzwing with his hands. He's got hands, guys. He's a leader with the hands.
I don't get the hands, but I'm excited for the Blitzwing. The Blitzwing looks pretty good. The jet mode is not so great, but the rest of it
looks just like the cartoon. Clunky little stumpy jet mode with a bunch of junk hanging off of it. And his hands look like Energon combiner hands.
Yeah.
Not that it's a reference for anything, but we're doing Energon weapons for no reason. So they just want to put Energon out there in everyone's mind. So they go, hey, I remember Energon. I want an Energon guy. And then we get Energon guys next year as part of the next legacy. Because we're getting Cybertron guys. So let's do it in order. Cybertron, then Energon, then, I don't know, RID, then Prime.
It's such a crime that they're trying to say that those hands can be used as boosters and those are flames coming off the back.
That is pathetic.
You guys should all be fired. Okay, yeah. Not really, but
no. I mean, this has been the trend that they've been doing with these. I think it started with Siege Shockwave, where he got all the bits, but that was an awesome toy. And then they continued that sort of thing. So you got a Voyager scale toy with a bunch of add-ons that they then slapped them in leader price category. And then we got Astro Train with a Voyager scale toy with a bunch of add-ons that they then made a leader class price point. And it got worse. The Shockwave stuff was cool. The Astro Train stuff is, I don't know. It kind of works, not really. And now it's Blitzwing is no, this is just bad. Stop it. Stop doing that. Just give us a Voyager class toy at Voyager price point instead of throwing some extra crap in and charging us for it.
They know we're going to buy it, though.
Those hands might come in handy later. Who knows? I think the robot looks awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. The toy itself is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I still don't like the tank mode. I don't like the jet mode or the tank mode.
Tank mode's fine. Tank mode doesn't bother me. Jet mode's a little But whatever. This is very minor.
I like the domey turret design better than the angular turret design they have. Blitzwing was the only triple changer I had as a kid. And so, yeah, I kind of want just a really updated version of the original, which was a very rounded tank turret. And this is angular.
Oh, yeah. I see what you mean.
It's a gripe.
Yeah, I hadn't thought of that.
I've ruined it for you.
Huh.
I mean, is there a better Blitzwing than this one?
No.
So, what is the problem?
I don't hate Titan's Return Blitzwing as much as other people do.
The shoulders, man. Oh no, wait, that was Thrilling 30 Blitzwing.
Shoulders.
With the bad shoulders. That's right. Yeah, no, Titan's Return Blitzwing was just fine.
No.
I didn't hate him.
He's got all those flaps, and so he doesn't always tab together well. But yeah, he was. I mean, it's certainly a better bot mode that we're getting here, but it's not. It doesn't blow me away.
Oh yeah.
I guess you could argue the animated Blitzwing is the king of Blitzwings right now, but I mean, it's just such a different character.
Yeah, but it's a different. Yeah,
I would have loved to see them do the.
I was actually going to say I would really like to get a reimagining of that at some point. But,
one thing I would have liked to see in this is the spinning head. Just to be like. I love that they did that with the Thrilling 30 and didn't need to. That's great, and I was hoping that would become kind of a persistent Blitzwing thing, but.
Yeah.
No, then they made.
I also loved his bright yellow head, as it is. Yeah. Can't go wrong with a bright yellow head like that.
Did anyone else get IDW vibes from the Thrilling 30 Blitzwing? Okay.
Yeah.
I think I sold mine. I'm disappointed if I did. 'Cause again, not perfect, not great, but just I don't know. It's like the throwing 30 Springer. It just is a different aesthetic that fits for what that was. My animated Blitzwing got that whole like tacky plastic thing going on with it. So yeah, I was very disappointed with that. Yeah,
he hates it precious.
Right. So another big highlight, one that was leaked beforehand, but Motormaster. Yeah, that's pretty freaking badass.
Yeah, the robot mode is very solid. The truck mode is right. The base mode just sort of exists to be something else later on, clearly. I guess it's a combiner.
I use my magnifying glass, and there's Combiner Wars ports on it. Can't fool me, Hasbro.
See, but I did the multiple enhance. And those are actually Cyberverse combiner ports. Yeah.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding.
I was like pretty blown away by this.
I don't like the only thing I didn't like about it is like the only way you can get these guys to separate the deluxes to separate is when you put them in the combiner mode. I'm like, well, I mean, no, I've seen people separate the deluxes. That's not the only way you can get it done.
What do you mean?
They were inferring the only way that drag strip splits in half is when you put them in the arm for on Motormaster to make Minosaur. That supposedly he's got a mechanism that only doesn't allow that function to happen, until you place him on there.
Oh, I don't remember that. I thought they were talking about the way that the legs close up.
I thought they mentioned something about that. Maybe I was mishearing. At that point, it was late in the thing, and my attention was not 100% on the live stream there.
Yeah. I really want to be more excited for the combiner, and I'm not. And I know I'm in the minority on this. But it sort of feels like cheating when they make the skeleton be the thing, and then you plug in the bots over top of the skeleton. I don't know.
It looks like the cartoon.
I know, then it looks like the cartoon, but that was never... That was never the thing for me. I didn't need...
Peter, you mentioned Minosaur last week as one of your reasons why you were not unhappy to minimize your collection, because from what you had seen of this, we'd had better third-party versions before, so why bother? Not necessarily why bother, but you weren't enamored with the idea. Now, granted, I think we'd only seen leaked pictures at that point, but
I think you're misrepresenting me.
Okay, I apologize. I don't mean to.
No, don't apologize.
Then correct the record,
Stop
my friend.
talking, and I will. God. Just let me keep talking over
I missed you,
and I will correct
Let me
the
just
record.
mute Peter right
Klingon.
now. No, go ahead.
There we go. No, I have the XTB version. I have the DX9 version. I have what's already out of the Fans Toys version, and I want this Minosaur because the Combiner Wars one was crap. But another Minosaur isn't exciting. I'd rather have Thunderclash first and Minosaur later. If they're going to do Thunderclash, I'm not saying that they are. I don't know anything. I'm not going to play coy about it.
Machine Wars Optimus
Hey,
Prime.
I'll take that too.
You get no Thunderclash.
Someone who was buying Machine Wars contemporaneously,
You were that guy.
I was that guy, like loving, like, oh shit, vehicles are back. Oh my god. Oh, this is wonderful.
I don't even think I knew those were a thing when those came out.
You see? See. Dio? Like Ronnie James Dio?
Holy diver.
Never mind.
I've completely lost my train of thought.
You were buying Earth Wars when they were first coming out.
I was buying Machine Wars when they were coming out. Yeah, Earth Wars is a game. I'm playing it actually now. Right? Yeah. But what are we talking about? I like Minosaur. He's okay. I would have been happy with if they would have done the Elseworlds Minosaur type thing that was rumored. I'll buy this. I'll buy whatever. I don't want to buy it. I'm not going to buy doubles and triples of this. I bought the case of deluxe crapola that I found today. I didn't buy the RCs though, and I haven't bought the Galvatrons or the laser primes that I've been finding. So, and
I have yet to see a piece of Legacy merchandise at all. Period.
It's because you hang out in the store all day.
I know.
I don't go anywhere, and I haven't seen these toys. What's the deal?
You got to be out here slumming like the rest of us.
Did you get like a day off to kind of go and hang out on the day where you couldn't get into work because of the subway incident?
No, I am chronically late to everything forever all the time. So, we have it set up so that I don't have to be at work before noon.
It's good work if you can get it.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Motomaster. I'm excited. I'm excited for Menasor. I'll be curious like how big he actually looks once we get him, but he looks fun. I don't know if he'll scratch an itch of being on my Decepticon combiner stand with all the other Decepticon combiners that I have, because I don't think he's going to be nearly as big as Predaking or Devastator, but I don't know. He's pretty sweet.
I love that they had the balls to put the Menasor skeleton version on the back of the box without the card,
right?
But it does make sense, because if you put the cars on, you're gonna have someone somewhere that's like, I thought all these came in this box. Where are they?
Yeah.
So you put the skeleton up there, and you're like, well, this is what you get, and it's kind of great. You can, I mean, how awesome is that? If this is the only toy you get, you kind of have Menasor.
That won't stop people from complaining on Reddit. Like, I've been cheated. This is why Hasbro do this to me.
I just imagine now, like some kids gonna grow up like he's gonna be like, the first like couple years of his life before he gets access to the internet. Like Menasor is just that. Like, this is what's on the box. This is what I could make. What do you mean Menasor has like extra cars on him? No, he doesn't. He's just this big gray guy.
He's going to go into his local toy or comic book store and talk like he knows what he's talking about. Like, Menasor is a hollow skeleton man what has no cars as limbs. I had him as a kid.
Remember back in G1 when all the toys were entirely die-cast?
The whole thing was die-cast, and Optimus Prime crumbled into dust, and Jesus Christ.
Is risen. Timely statement.
I die for your sins.
I kind of just want the Menasor toy, like on his own. Looks awesome. I wonder if it can pull that really crappy Optimus Prime trailer. Probably. I mean, why wouldn't it be? They're supposed to be the same size, right?
Yeah, they did say that. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm more excited for the individual robot modes on the Stunticons than anything to do with combining. But
yeah,
that's me.
They all look really good.
That makes me a weirdo, but they do look really good, right? I'm not alone in that.
It doesn't make you a weirdo. I'm gonna have my DX9 one up in Menasor mode up top, and then on the cast shelf, these guys are gonna be in their individual bot modes, and I'm gonna throw my Unite Warriors guys in a tote. Maybe sell them. Maybe sell them.
Throw them in the river.
Sell some. Whoa. Who are you, and what have you done with you?
I shot that guy in the face.
Peter's a pod person now.
Interestingly, when I started talking this line, that's what Nick sent me, was Donald Sutherland like pointing at me. So, fantastic movie, by the way. Fantastic, damn near perfect film. Go check out Invasion of the Body Snatchers, 1977. Do that.
So the last reveal was the first thing they showed, the trailer. Because you start off everything with a trailer. And, I didn't even bother to pay attention to how much that thing costs. I didn't get the Robeson Prime. I don't want...
Same price.
Same price as the Prime. Same price as the Optimus Prime, which in and of itself seems like a fucking problem. Like, if the trailer costs as much as the main fucking robot, you're doing something fucking wrong. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I won't say fuck you, but fuck me.
Well,
I'm not buying it.
Yeah, well, buying it. You're a better man than I, because I bought one.
This really feels like law of diminishing returns. Like I'm sure they sold really well of that Prime, but I don't think they're going to anywhere near the number of sales on the trailer.
And like, how many do you have to sell for it to make sense to make this fucking thing?
I don't know.
Like, do you come anywhere near that fucking number on this thing?
I don't know. Like the novelty of having the Prime that Transformers on his own was fun, but the number of people that are going to feel that same novelty about getting the trailer is, I have to imagine it's a small subset of the people who bought the first thing.
Do you think anybody bought it without buying the Optimus?
I'm sure somebody did.
Again, you're going to get like the one kid whose grandma is so proud of herself and he's going to open this thing up and it's like, the fuck is this? It's just the back of a truck. What the hell?
No, there's a little spike and who knows? I'm sure it's a spike on the package. What
the hell is going on with the video layout on YouTube? Something.
Yeah,
really
I don't
wrong.
know. Paul dropped off and things keep resizing, so I apologize. Yeah, Nick, your forehead is bigger than normal. So honestly, I don't know how to change it once we're fully going here. So I apologize. Yeah. We're just going to look skewed off. So for those people who are listening, you don't know how like weird we all look. Peter shrunk, Paul disappeared, and Nick is like focused in on his eyebrows and forehead.
That's all right. That's where all the emotion is.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying to redo something there. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, that Robeson trailer was a letdown, to say the least. The rumors were there was going to be like a Dan Gilvison voice Bumblebee, which, you know, that would have been.
They showed three cars pulling up in the.
They showed three cars pulling up. Dan Gilvison posted on Twitter, "It was cool that I got that gig," and posted a picture of the Robeson Prime. And yeah, so don't count the Robeson line to be done just because we have the trailer.
Right. I'm thinking, sadly, there is more to come of this fucking bullshit.
I don't know.
And then we get Shattered and Sleep Mode and Gray Dead Mode and Gen 2, which will just have the little Gen 2 Tampo on the arm
Pepsi.
Or whatever. Yep, we get Pepsi, and we get Pepsi Convoy and Pepsi Optimus Prime.
And then they'll do like new versions where it'll be like, hey, let's cross-market this with the new Pepsi Nitro.
Why do you say these things to me when you know I shall kill you for them?
You get a new head, like out of nowhere. It's like, oh, now he has a new head. Look, it's Laser Prime. Totally. Oh, it's Jinrai. It's Jinrai. Now it's Jinrai.
So yeah, I didn't buy it. Kudos to you if you like it and you want it and you can afford it. It is not my cup of tea. I don't got the money for it.
I hate it and I bought it anyway. And I'm going to bitch about it the whole time. Because that's what I do.
You know, I don't know exactly what the lyrics are about for the song, but I'm very much thinking the Fleetwood Mac, you know, the chain song. Like, you will never break the chain.
Oh.
Although I think of the tantric cover of that song more than the original. It was a solid cover. Well, you know. So yeah, we talked a little bit about then some of the leaks that came out. You know, the Shattered Glass Blaster. And then the last couple days, we've gotten leaks of 4 new deluxe toys that may or may not be in a box set. We've got a original toy, Beast Wars toy colored Pterosaur, a twin twist that is Diaclone colors. We've got a Waspinator that's purple that would be kind of fitting in with that a little bit as well, compared like the BotCon box sets, the War Rooters.
Yeah. Isn't that more the Halloween HorrorCon colors or something?
I don't know.
Or is it more of the right?
The toy was really mistransformed, so it was somewhat hard to tell, and I'm not an expert on either color scheme. And then today we got leaks of a toy-colored Scorponok.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were all scrubbed out. And
yeah, we can get you the original image. The original image... Someone likes to post leaked Transformers pictures with watermarks that are highly inappropriate, and this was another one. So,
I see.
Yeah. This was different, though. This was distinctly different. This was much more personal. Much, much more personal.
This is a different kind of awful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's still bad and still not a nice thing. But, yeah. So, the pictures that are floating around out there of Scorponok on most of the websites have those scrubbed off, the watermarks scrubbed off, but they're so proliferating in the picture that it's really hard to see the toy. And so, yeah. I don't encourage you to find the unwatermarked version because.
Well, now I gotta find it.
Well, I'm saying that more for the audience.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't do the thing.
Yeah. It's it's juvenile to say the least, destructive at worst. But yeah. So I don't know if these are two different 2-packs that are coming out. If these are some sort of 4-packs like Worlds Collide that came out last year. There's a lot of talk this is going to be some kind of buzzworthy thing again. But yeah, it's exciting. We didn't see Twin Twist's head, so I don't know if he'll be getting the same head or something new with that. And again, Waspinator was horribly transformed. I think the only one we've seen really good pictures of is Pterosaur. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what we get with those and where those are going to pop up.
Yeah, it's either going to be Target or Amazon, potentially. We don't know what the Amazon legacy imprint is yet, I suppose.
This feels similar to me like the Amazon 2-packs that we got in 2021. And that trickled into 2022. Like, this feels like Night Ranger and Road Ranger and Puffer.
I think my money's on another weird buzzworthy pack of stuff. Because it's just like all hodgepodgey, especially with the Titan Return figure again. Like, that's like Fangry was in the last thing. So that's that would be where I'd put the money. But maybe it's not going to be all these, but maybe some of them.
The toy versions of Scorponok and Pterosaur feel like those two would be in a pack together, or at least a wave together.
Well, Pterosaur was rumored to be in Target, so. In one way or another. So I'm pretty sure that one is definitely buzzworthy.
And that would match their red toy preference.
Yeah, just like Silver Streak.
Yeah.
This Waspinator, I mean, that's kind of exciting, right? That HorrorCon one. Like if you're old, that's like the same gravitas as Nightprowler, right? As far as like
same assortment, canceled assortment. Yeah.
What else was in? Was there one more?
There was a Black Arachnia. I think. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, this Transformers train still rolling. Haven't gotten anything official yet on Rise of the Bests. Haven't gotten anything official in terms of Earthspark. But the Legacy train is chugging along pretty strongly. I don't know if we would have seen more reveals if we had an actual Toy Fair this year, or if we've now seen everything that would have been shown at Toy Fair at this point. But yeah.
Titan. We haven't seen the Titan.
We haven't seen a Titan.
That would have if they did Toy Fair, they would have revealed that as well.
Yeah, that seems likely.
I was wrong. The Amazon stuff, I guess they do have it's a Wreckers subline. That's the theme.
Okay.
Of the Amazon stuff. So
I'm gonna wreck it. Paul, you were gone when we were talking about the Robeson trailer, and Catherine specifically asked to hear your thoughts on the Robeson trailer.
Kind of boring, but kind of cool at the same time, I'd say. I mean, no one's excited to pay $750 for a rectangle. But I mean, it does kind of make sense. Like, I never thought like the Robeson Prime like looked bare, but I mean, seeing the video of that thing like turn up, I'm just like, oh my god. I mean, I don't know why that is enough to get me, but it was, and I got one. I mean, like if I'm gonna, I feel like the Robeson stuff is like a landmark moment for Transformers, so they're going all down on it, full bore on it. So I was like, fine, I'll get it. I was really hoping it would be a new figure like Rodimus or Scrapper or something, because the companies made versions of those figures that like look amazing, like years ago. So I would assume that they're in the pipes. But when they said backup is coming, well, it was the trailer. I mean, it was just like such a letdown. But I mean, it comes with Roller. It's Roller, man. He's rolling. Hope they come out with a Limp Bizkit edition of that trailer.
Ground Assault.
Yeah. Comes with a little cup of water. Hot dog flavored.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Robeson trailer caused a lot of groans, but I mean, it sold out immediately, and then they're like, "Oh wait, let's make more," or let's.
Yeah, well, anything sells out when you have like 5.
Not everything, but most things, yes, in Transformers.
So
it's cool. It's not the greatest. I hope they do better next time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's for the thing that probably got the most hype, in terms of the production quality they put into that reveal. It was definitely the thing that I was least excited for, but I don't think I'm the audience they're looking for. They're looking for that Gizmodo audience, probably still with that kind of thing.
Well, it's like when they hype the Top War skins of Megatron in the game you've never heard of.
Yeah.
They're trying to get out of bounds from us.
Yeah.
Because they know we're starting
to die
off.
They need to do that to keep going. They need to
keep it fresh by selling to not us.
Between COVID and all these new flavors of Mountain Dew, our collector base is dying off quite quickly.
Aww.
Bring on that sweet, sweet release of Mountain Dew flavors.
They started restocking Major Melon by me. I'm like, no, I don't feel Major Melon.
We have Major Melon in the fountains at our Circle K's.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not a Major Melon fan. That's what I'm,
Oh, it sucks.
Yeah.
It takes a slot that could be used for something.
It tastes like medicine.
So does the new grape one, though.
I haven't had that one.
The Purple Rush or Purple Farts or whatever it's called.
That's not in, I don't have that in this market, at least. Or maybe it's a store-specific thing that I haven't found or seen. So tune in next week to Mountain Dew Chat. I do feel like the Mountain Dew flavor discussions, I don't know if it's something that we do on air or do off air, but it is definitely a recurring theme.
It's happened on and off.
Okay, yeah.
We like Mountain Dew.
We do.
We're nerds.
We are, we've bought into that hook, line, and sinker. So,
but you know what we haven't gotten in Legacy? Hook, line, and sinker. And with Galvatron and Unicron and Galvatron and Galvatron and Galvatron out, a hook, line, and sinker would be nice.
Yeah, please give me those. I want those. I would pay lots of money for those.
And a 6-inch Death's Head in Marvel Legends, please. In the green Echo.
Death's Head, yes.
We got a Death's Head too.
No.
They did it. They did a giant $600 Unicron toy. Did it come with hook, line, and sinker? No. Why? Because fuck you. That's why.
I apologize. I am drawing a blank with who Hook, Line, and Sinker is.
Well, maybe if you're a real fan.
I know.
You're the host with the most.
Did Lucas ask you to substitute host while he was gone? No, he asked me.
Marvel.
I'm in charge. So anyways, Lucas is in my basement and behind a new wall that I built, so maybe I'll let him out in a couple weeks.
The cask of Amontillado?
Cask of something.
For the love of God, Montresor.
Yeah.
Lucas and I were in the same state last weekend.
Misery?
State of intoxication?
Misery. Love it.
It does love company.
I believe Soul Asylum sung that once.
Did you talk about the core Megatron that didn't get revealed?
Oh, the G2 Core Megatron? No, I forgot about that leak. That was one I forgot about.
Yeah, so like, what's up, Core Toys, that no one talks about, reveals, or actually puts up for order anywhere?
I got my iguanas from Pulse. That was fun. Like, was able to order it and it arrived, and I love them.
Yeah, I mean, the next... I don't know if there's any new core figures coming out the rest of the year. I think they're all like re-decos.
Wow.
There might be a Shockwave.
I thought there was going to be one more Pretender.
There might
I thought
be.
I'd seen something.
Skullgrin.
Skullgrin. Yeah.
What if I say it's not like the others?
R.I.P. Yeah.
Oh.
Skullgrin. That would suck.
I don't know.
I mean, they're doing it, I think. That's what everyone says.
Why would it suck?
Because they've already done it. It's not even in this... Unless they redo it. Like, then it'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, we've had 2 Skullgrins since the original that haven't held a candle anywhere near to what the original was. So, I mean,
Where's my fucking long tooth?
yeah.
Huh?
Doubleheader.
That's what I want. I want a
Dude,
fucking
You
long
missed that
tooth.
show, Nick. You missed that show where we pined about Pretenders for 45 minutes
did.
and like there were little hearts floating around our head.
Yeah. No, like if I saw a Legacy like Deluxe or Voyager scale Octopunch, you would see the Cupids just flying around my head, and yeah. it would be fun. Yeah. I don't know. I'm right there with you. Those Pretenders don't get the love outside of Bludgeon. So I don't know, we'll see. It's unlikely, but we'll see. So yeah, that's everything that I think we know about. I think we covered everything from the reveal show. I think we've talked about all the leaks we've seen pictures of at this point. Yeah, anything that we missed?
I'll take another look and see if anybody's an easy redeco that we've missed.
Zaldron in the chat
on the J-Axis redeco.
Yeah, we should probably mention that.
So, did someone say? I apologize. I think someone said in the chat that he's a heavy retool of Earthrise, the Earthrise Seekers. I didn't catch that. I don't know. I bet he's just Silverbolt repaint.
Skyquake.
Pretty heavy retool.
Yeah, so Skyquake is possible J-Axis repaint. A lot of talk around that. It'd be fun. That'd be a cool...
Make a
Machine Wars Soundwave!
Starscream.
Yeah.
Starscream, yeah.
That'd be a fun little brown box toy.
Machine Wars toy. It's weird because I hated that box.
Oh, man. Wouldn't it be great? Okay, so there was that art from the Legacy. Was it the Legacy book? Yeah, with Machine Wars Starscream with Galvatron's arm cannon, like an alt reality thing. Wouldn't it be...
Cape.
Was it... Huh?
He had the cape, too.
Well,
the Starscream cape.
He also had the cannon. Wouldn't it be...
Yeah.
Let me get to my point.
Shut up. Is that canon?
Hey, wouldn't it be great if you could put the cannon on the speculative toy that we're talking about?
Some company will make a 3D printed thing that'll allow you to do it if they do.
They'll make a cape too.
Yeah. Zaldron said, maybe out of Knockout we get a Rad.
I've been waiting for Rad.
Yeah.
We've been waiting. We talked about that when we talked about Jackpot. Like, we got a Lionizer, but not a Rad. How the hell did Jackpot get made first?
If we got that character, that would be pretty cool.
You don't want to say it's Rad.
I'm not going to say
it. Tubular. Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah.
Neato.
Bossa Nova.
Chevy Nova?
Chevy Nova?
So, I mean, I'm not disappointed by what we saw. I think I feel more excitement for the Legacy line now than the reveals they did in October.
Sure. Yeah. I could see that. I'm more excited about this stuff.
Feel a lot more hits with this than misses, by far and above. So, yeah. Any other thoughts? Any other pieces of excitement, repaints that people can think of?
Keep filling those gaps in my collection and give me a Gen 2 nice Stunicon set. Yeah.
You know what I would like to see? A new take on Straxus.
Yeah.
The old one was pretty good, but we got this really nice G-Axis. Now I'd like to see a really nice Straxus.
There was his name popped on a list at some point, like a year ago.
Yeah.
And then people were speculating that because New Age did the Darius to Straxus, like the Galvatron to Straxus retool, that maybe Hasbro could do the same thing. And I'd be all for that. I would love to have a Voyager class Straxus that looks like he could beat the snot out of Blaster.
Just like that sumo wrestler build of a Transformer. It would be fun to see.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like all these Transformers that look like they work out and, you know, make me feel bad about my body image.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Paul is
it's like the reason to own this book, honestly.
Paul dug up the actual picture for those folks who are just listening of the comic book artwork of Machine War Starscream with his cape and his purple cape and Galvatron's cannon on his arm. So
the first thing you
Genesis.
see, Genesis, that's what it is.
Yeah.
The Art of Transformers, published by Image Comics.
Neato.
Genesis, The Art of Transformers, probably one of the most underrated albums. God, my son was yelling at me yesterday. My 7-year-old son's already yelling at me that I tell bad jokes. It's like, oh yeah, like I do. It's like between him and my wife today and him and my mother yesterday at Easter. Like, you just need to stop. I'm like, you're right. I do. I need to stop. Yeah. So, yeah, so, I mean, I'm excited for what's coming up in Legacy. Who knows when we'll actually get these toys in hand. I still haven't gotten most of Wave 1 Legacy in hand. So it's...
Have they announced the Titan for Legacy yet?
The rumor is Cybertron Metroplex. There's been some kind of blurry, small leaked images.
Oh, right, that's right. That's supposed to be for this line. That was a while ago, that leak. Yeah,
that was. But to Paul's point, normally we would have seen the Titan by now at Toy Fair, New York Toy Fair. But since that didn't happen, you know, they're slow rolling some of this stuff. So,
or maybe they realized what they were making was such a bad idea because Family Dollar said no to buying it, so they've gone back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Hasbro is never gonna.
Why was that ever shown to Family Dollar?
They're never going to pull out of a bad idea.
No.
No. So, I don't know. There's like one cast member who's excited for it, and his name is Christian.
Now, you know,
my kid is not excited for it. He's like, what?
Neither is mine.
Yeah, but yours doesn't care about Transformers. Mine does.
So if you go, you asked me a question earlier, Phil, that we didn't quite finish about the old SG.
Oh yeah,
there it is.
So if you find your way to the Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus listing on Hasbro Pulse and happen to scroll down, you will see that they're playing that coy game where they have silhouettes of Sideswipe for some reason in place of toys that are going to be announced in May, June, July, and August.
Oh.
And
yeah. Look at that.
And you know, it was funny when they did that because Christian's like, they're gonna do Drench. You know, because the Sideswipe silhouette. Oh, you sweet summer child.
So we know one of those is going to be the Blaster. I suspect one of those is going to be Metro Titan finally.
Why would you say that?
Well, because he featured in the comics, and they mention him somewhere here. Something about was it the comic? The new comic, I think? Where the hell is the thing?
Yes, there is a new comic.
Right. And now I don't see that image anymore. Oh, no, it was in the video. That's
it's called something
Titan something.
No, the word is, it's called Titan. All right, it's called Titan. Let's call it
something Titan. Yeah, whatever. Shatterglass Titan.
Something Titan.
We'll figure it out in post.
Yeah. So we got Blaster, we got a white Soundwave, we got a blue Real Jack, and we got an extra one. We got one silhouette left. It's not. And what size?
Look at that.
I guess you could say there's 2 size classes not represented here in this assortment of 10 figures.
Well, there's no scouts.
Well, in core. Yeah, there's no core.
Core, whatever it's called.
Shattered glass iguanas. Give it to me. Give me a shattered glass iguanas.
Could be cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's there's one missing. There's one that no one knows.
Can only hope it's Shattered Glass Metroplex / Metro Titan. Although I liked the previous Shattered Glass Metroplex colors, but if this is how I get a Metro Titan, I will gladly get it.
But you really want Cybertron Metroplex to be your Necro Titan or your Shattered Titan or whatever Titan? Is that really what you want, Nick?
What? Why wouldn't they use the? No,
that mold's like 10 years old.
I don't want that at all. I want the 2015 toy.
Oh, you silly boy! You can't have that.
The time has passed.
But no.
You want? It sounds like you want Cybertron
like
Shattered Glass Metroplex.
Why not just use the old Metroplex mold?
That's what Fun Pub would do. Why not do it?
I know.
Why not do it wrong? There's only one Shattered Glass Titan that I'm aware of.
Omega Doom.
Yeah. And I'd say he
probably stands a better chance at this point, right?
Up for an award. That's.
I would really like an Omega Doom. I wouldn't kick that toy out of bed. Literally, I have no place else left to put these things. That's where it would have to go. I'd have to have it in bed. Where am I putting it?
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't kick her out of bed. I'm going to use that. That's a great one. Yeah, that's who I think it is. I don't know, but that's like my years of deduction have led me to that conclusion.
Nick's like getting onto an airplane with his Omega Doom toy. Like, sir, you can't. You have to put that in the overhead compartment. This is my emotional support transformer. You can't make me put him away. I sleep with this transformer every night. How dare you?
Who needs a Daikimura? Not me.
Once I get to this island, that's my final destination. It'll be legally my wife. So, yeah. Shattered Glass. Will the comics come out before IDW loses the license? We'll see. It's a race to the finish.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen there. Oh, how much would that suck if the only ones that are like finished and printed are the Hasbro Pulse variants and the others never come out? And the only way to finish your set is to have a full set of the Hasbro Pulse figures?
Imagine
that.
I mean, I've seen weirder things happen, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't see how you're like reading that comic if you're not into the toys. I'm sure there's a smaller subset of folks that are, but it's one of those things that Peter's giving them the evil eye. He doesn't like those people. He doesn't know why those people are out there. He doesn't think they should. He doesn't think they should be out there.
Consume all media.
Literally, just eat it.
Full brand awareness.
So, anything else going on with anybody that you guys want to share? Nick, you just had a big event at your store, a little bit of a art thing going on a few weekends back.
Yeah, not this past weekend because it was Easter, but the weekend before, we had the first, hopefully annual, Brooklyn Independent Comic Showcase, which was an event that we put on at the comic shop in the courtyard there. And we invited local Brooklyn creators to come out and show their wares and, introduce themselves to their neighbors and hopefully get access to a wider audience. Seemed like it was a successful event. We had a really nice day, and the courtyard was packed the whole time. So I think hopefully everybody did well and they were happy with the day. I know we were, and we're looking forward to doing it again as soon as we get scheduled.
And May 7th, you got something going on.
Is that Free Comic Book Day? Yeah, that's coming. That's coming like a freight train. So if you're in Brooklyn, if you're in New York City, come see me at St. Mark's Comics in Brooklyn's Industry City in Sunset Park. Free Comic Book Day. Everybody gets a free comic just for walking in the door. So that'll be fun. That's always fun.
This is a great day for kids and new fans to come in and casual fans. They've always done a good job for the most part of pairing it after a big Marvel release. So you can go see Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness and then go to get a free comic book. And then actually buy some stuff too while you're at
it. Yeah, that's the thing a lot of people don't know is that they do in fact charge us for those free books. Yeah. They're not free to us.
It's not like when Marvel would do Fantastic Four.
Keep that in mind and be kind to your local comic book shop.
It's not like when Marvel would do Fantastic Four for 9 cents an issue. So
yeah.
All right. Well, gentlemen, it has been fun, but I apparently can't just talk all night. So we're going to end this now. Thanks to everyone who joined us in the chat. Catherine, Lurax, Zaldron, Paul Fromel threw in a comment there. Enots, Ron, thanks for joining in. I'm going to scroll up here a few more. Who else? Sorry for the kind of weird start that didn't start. Spaceboy G78. So if you said something and I didn't say your name, I'm intentionally forgetting you. No, I apologize. I don't know if we're gonna have a microcasters this week. That apologize for folks who were hoping to see that last week and it didn't happen. With Lucas being out, we're being short a cast member temporarily. Sometimes it's hard to get folks to jump on. And then book club Sunday, you can join the Discord and read some books and discuss it like a club, like a group, like a get a club sandwich and turkey and bacon.
Read a book.
And on that note, everybody wave goodbye.
Space Boy, we miss you.